Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. And remember, real estate changes people's lives to the good. Now, I do radio a little bit different, Heather. I mean, there's some other real estate shows that I've listened to on the weekend, and they're all about the facts and all about getting it right. Let me tell you, real estate is what you, my listener, feels in your heart and soul that is good for you and your family. I don't care how you slice and dice it. Now, we can point you in the right direction on some things. And I can tell you between Heather and Willie together, it's like I had a guy one time tell me in New Iberia. Willie, he said, if I tell you you're going to walk down that alley and when you get to the end of it, you're going to bloody your nose because it's dark down there, trust me, I've already walked down that alley. So that's kind of what you get here in Real Estate Talk, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, Heather, it's a different stress point that people have when selling a property. For example, you know, a lot of people may be listening right now that they've heard us say that we're in a seller's market, true seller's market. And I think, you know, we've been in that for the last year and a half. Yeah, I agree we're in a seller's market, but we're in less of a seller's market in some pockets of Dallas and more of a seller's market in other parts of Dallas. I had a guy tell me one time, he said, Willie, you make your money on the buy, not the sell of real estate. And everything is about location. Well, Heather, you know, being in the business, that, you know, real estate is a very local thing. And I think people that are selling that are located correctly have to get their stress level down in achieving a sell price is what they have in their mind and a sell price on what it will actually sell for, right? And there's the magic formula right there. In walks a real estate agent, and you know, real estate agents, they know everything about everything, anywhere, anytime, any place, right? And it's a truth that most real estate agents do know a lot about the local market. And I say it all the time. They're worth every dime that you pay them. But I have to tell you what's different about this radio program than other ones. If you are indeed selling a home, get the facts from your real estate agent. And then make your decision based on getting close to those facts. And what I mean by that, Heather, if I'm going to sell my house and the comps in the neighborhood are 100,000, that's the norm in the neighborhood. And you come sit down with me and say, Willie, your house is 100,000. I say, okay. Well, what's the high? What's the low in the neighborhood, right? And so the high is 3.2 with a pool, and they updated the kitchen, and they updated the bathrooms, and they put new carpet, new hardwood floor in, and they painted it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the high. And the high in this instance is about $120,000. And I wanted to get 100, right?
Yeah.
So after I had that conversation with you, I'm going to go back, and you leave and get in your pretty Mercedes-Benz and you drive off.
I drive a Chevy.
Or Chevy, whatever it is. The pool pond is 4 wheels, and it gets you to point A to point B, right? And then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to say, did I update my house? Did I paint my house? Did I do everything like Heather said to me? Truth be known, yes, I did about half of that stuff. Truth be known, I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and if I mow the lawn and I pick up after myself and I do everything that Heather tells me to do, after I get done paying the 6% because the seller pays 6%, the days on market is what really stresses people out, right? That's what stresses people out.
Yeah.
And so I say to sellers all the time, you're going through a process of interviewing real estate agents, and yes, whatever the end result is once you sell your house, whether you're retiring, what downsizing, upsizing, whatever you're doing, start the ball rolling on the end process, because the end process, the easy part is selling your house.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like make sure you pre-qualify for a mortgage if you're using financing. Don't just assume, well, I've got 100,000 cash coming out of this, and if I'm going to upsize, and this house I'm buying is 200 grand, and if I put 50% down, they'll give me $100,000 mortgage. Well, I haven't paid any of my credit cards in the last 8 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my credit is about 500. You got to get pre-qualified on all that stuff. Right? Or if you are taking the cash from that sale and going to buy you an Airstream and drive around the country, there's your exit strategy, right?
Uh-huh.
But most importantly, you got to identify your exit strategy. For the buyers out there, remember, hiring Heather Anderson to take you around, use her gas, use her brains, and find the right dream home for you. Now, she's going to do a little intel prior to getting out there and doing it, but it didn't cost you a dime. Seller is paying for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you take it from there. I'm on a roll right now.
I love it. It's story time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes.
It's pretty much, here's the thing. I had a person tell me the other day, and they were up on me about my house, blah, 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 blah. And no. I said, partner, you don't understand. No means yes to me, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's been that way all my life. So I would encourage sellers to really have a buffer zone between you, your real estate agent, and the dominant personality in your family. Have a buffer zone between you, them, and their opinion.
Yeah.
Because their opinion, factually, at the end of the day, here I'm going to drop the bombshell on you. When you're selling a home, right, I don't care how you slice and dice it, the woman buys the home emotionally. And you've got to prepare your home you're selling to wow that buyer when they're coming in. And so there's all kinds of things. That's why real estate agents are so important. Real estate agents can tell you what the wow factor is in the neighborhood. So when you talk about, Heather, this whole show about making decisions, knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And when you have knowledge, now you have the power to make smart decisions. And there's many people that buy, fix, and sell properties, or flippers,
yeah,
that lose their tail end, right? Because they don't. And what's really good is people now that are buying and living the investment. Real estate is always going to appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make a bad decision and you let somebody come in and give you an opinion, and you take that opinion, it ends up that their opinion was wrong. If you'll just sit on real estate, you'll earn your way out of it to where you don't take a bloodbath.
That's so true. Time would solve all real estate problems.
Time solves all real estate problems.
That's right. Yeah,
I agree. Real Estate Concierge live in the studio. One of our great friends here at Real Estate Talk. And I'm telling you, if you're buying, I'm going to speak to the millennials. Every one of the millennials listening right now, trust me, need to go contact Heather Anderson. 855-732-6700. Again, 855-732-6700. Now, Heather,
yes,
you do something on your website I'm not a millennial. I'm still in the beeper age, right? But you do something on your website. It helps people to prepare, to save, to get into real estate. Talk to me about that just for a second.
Yeah, that's like our crowdfunding program, and what that does.
Crowd what?
Crowdfunding. Yeah, it's a new term. I'm sure our millennial friends know about it, but yeah, it just helps you redirect, your money, and put it in a cool like account where we can match a portion of that as well and help you build your down payment. And really also I'm seeing some really cool loan tools out right now. New lender programs where we're seeing like 1% down loans and 0% down loans. It's a lender called Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. My friend Goodwin, I met with him last week, and he was telling me all about it. And they have this bond program. It's a 3% down loan program, but they'll give you 2% back as a bond. And it's, you don't owe them any money, but you just need 1%, and you could get that as a gift.
Yeah, $100,000 house, 1% is $1,000.
$1,000, yeah.
And for the millennials out there, they probably can blow that in 2 weekends at the honky tonk. I think your topic today was one of need, in that it is tough to make a wise decision about real estate. And some people do it with ease. And some people struggle with it because they don't know which way to turn.
That's right. Yeah. I know.
So,
I know. And it's true. And there is no right or wrong decision. I really do believe that. And I say that a lot. People ask us all the time, should I buy this house? Should I sell my house?
What does your gut tell you?
Right. What does your gut tell you? And there's no right or wrong decision, because your decision is always right. That's always right. Every single time. And
I think I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah, and I really, really believe that. And I've seen it happen. And you just never know where life's going to take you. And it's always, it always works out. Because no decision you make will ever cause, like, devastation. Like, highly unlikely. Like, you probably have a 1% chance where whatever decision you make is going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it on the selling side, if you want 100,000 and somebody offers you, there's not going to be any devastation, and somebody offers you 80 grand, you can always say no.
You just say no.
Just say no.
Oh yeah,
right?
That's right.
And on the buy side, if you made some catastrophe, and you bought it wrong and used the wrong real estate agent, just sit tight.
That's right.
Market will come back.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
We'll help coach you through
Yeah.
that decision, and we'll get you back on top. There's always a peak and a valley. So absolutely, Willie, I agree with that.